Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I'm out of my hoodie. I'm back in my hoodie. Sorry, couldn't resist. Um, I got a very lovely Christmas present of a nice heated blanket. So yes, I am putting that to good use today because it is chilly. So, hope you all had a good Christmas. Happy New Year. We are in 2025. Um, Balmy. It just goes so quickly, doesn't it? But I thought I'd quickly hop on and I thought we could go through everything left from last year's craft fairs. I don't know what to call it. Everything I didn't sell, I suppose. Um, there's actually, now that I'm looking at it, there's actually a lot more left over than I thought there was. But I have got everything into one box. So this is probably going to be a bit of a chaotic video because I'm just going to pull things out and see how we go and see where we are. Yeah, and I'm hoping it'll make me feel a bit better as well because I've started making. So I've obviously started making things that I want to test, but then I've also started making turtles. I think I've done 4, and I've literally today started number, I think 5. Pop you back down. Yeah, just because they were so popular and because they don't take me ages to make, but they take me a little bit longer because I'm always a bit worried about the fins, so I like to make sure that they're really sewn on. Also, disclaimer, my kids are home, so if I have to pause the video, I'm really sorry, but they're still on holiday. It's their time off. I'm going to say I'm not going to apologise to my children being home, but I just did. But anyway, let's get into it and let's see if we can kind of make some sort of tally as we go, maybe. So if I grab, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? So if I grab a piece of paper and a writing implement of some sort. Pen, right, okie dokie. Let's see, where can I write this? Because this was all my notes from last time. Do it on this side, why not? I don't think there's going to be... Sorry, that's probably really, really annoying and really, really noisy. But anyway, let's get into it. So, first thing I can see is I can see that I have 4 leggy froggies. And then I can see that I have 2 turtles. I've just finished making one very, very similar to this. In fact, it might be the exact same. Always good to have a spare. So yes, 2 turtles. 2 more rainbow turtles. Oh, there's a lot of octopuses. I feel like I need to kind of put them in a bag, so I might leave those to the end. They might just end up at the bottom of the basket. I've got 1 rainbow bee. I'm actually just going to count all the big bees together. Yeah, so rainbow bee. Oh, that's an octopus. Popping mushroom. I can see 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Bit worried that none of them are red, because I know those are the most popular. Oh, thank goodness. 1 red. But those are the most popular colourway, so I am definitely going to have to make some more of those. I can see 2 baby turtles. Or, I think they're actually supposed to be tortoise, but I've just always called them baby turtles. I don't know why. 2 triceratops. That's a very long word. 2 cats. Very, very similar colourways. Sorry, the lighting in here is not great today because, ironically, it's sunny. And when it's sunny, it all reflects in the background and everything looks really washed out. So I do apologise, but as we're just counting, rather than showing things off, so to speak, it doesn't really matter. 2, 3, 4 bees. 4 bees. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 long necks, and I'm actually pretty sure that is the last of my long necks. Because I'm pretty sure I made those for my last craft fair, and then ironically nobody wanted anything at that fair though, so let's be honest, it wasn't great. Anyway, sorry, 2 more Triceratops. Another baby turtle. Been a bit rough with these guys, aren't I? Sorry guys. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4 chickens. I am going to get absolutely covered in plushies in a minute. Chicken, 1, 2, 3, 4. My last spider, which I am going to continue to make all year through. They've been really, really popular. People have loved them. They don't care what time of year it is. And as we have established, Halloween themed stuff doesn't go down particularly well over here anyway. So yes, we will just have all year round spiders. Gosh, memory. Bunny. Pretty sure that's my last bunny, which is a shame, because that involves lots and lots of sewing. Yay! Fried egg. Lots of whales I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 whales. And to move the paper. What are you? Oh, duck in hat. Duck in hat. Duck in hat. So 3 duck in hat. Pickle jar has got 4 pickles in it. Just going to pop that down there because it's just easier. That's the lid of the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more cats I can see. 2 cats. Add them to the ever-growing pile. Oh, well, I know there's 2 otters in there because nobody wanted the otters, so I can see those. I can see another bee and another whale. Let me grab those. Oh dear me. So bee, whale. Oh, 1, 2 more whales. No, not that one, that one. Maybe I should have done this off camera and then just told you. Oh well, where's the fun in that? 3 whales. Whales. I think it's safe to say I don't need to make any whales because nobody wants them. There should be 3 axolotls in here. 1, I can see 2, 3. I can definitely, 3. And 3. And a cow. So I'm still not actually sure how many cows I ended up selling, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. So I'm just writing down what I can see, and then we'll count them together. Oh yeah, the octaves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if you saw any of those, sorry. 7 T-Rex. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, chubby frogs. Chub frog. I think it's 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. I think what I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to redo their faces, and I think I'm going to give them bums. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do going forward, just so they're a little bit more like appealing. Found another pickle. Got my last mermaid that nobody seems to, she's waving, nobody seems to want her. I don't know if it's the yellow hair, but we shall see how she fares this year, whether anybody decides that they want to take her home. I have sold a blonde one last year, so you never know. Fingers crossed somebody might fancy her. I've got 4 penguins, 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure that they were all made for the last fair, because they'd sold out at every other one pretty much, so I thought it would be a good idea and nobody wanted them. 1, 2, 3, 4 more ducks in hats. 1, 2, 3, 4. My one last flamingo, which I think I might end up just donating because nobody wants him. I'm saying that I'll probably take it with me and see if anybody does eventually take pity on the poor little thing. That clunking is my otters, the 2 otters. 2 otters that nobody wants. Oh, I've lost the tag on somebody. Who do you belong to? Leggy Frog. I will sort that out at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4 sitting. Yeah, 4 sitting bees. Look, I'm going to have an avalanche in a minute. These guys I will pop on clearance because I don't want to make the teeny tiny ones anymore. As I said previously, I want to go big or go home. Purely because the bigger one just looks way cuter. 1 last remaining chick. I do want to make some more of those. I also want to make some more mallards because they've obviously been popular, as I've only got the 1 chick left and I've got no mallards left. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 octos. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. So, won't be making any more of the little ones. I've done a big one to test, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, lots of these little guys. They are really cute, and I will continue to take these because people really like that they can squish them like a stress ball, so they're not going to just disappear. They will go until they sell out. But yeah, so pop everything back very carefully and gently. Not really. Oh dear, you get your little inkling into how I finish off my markets every time, which is just throw everything back in the box because it's soft and it's fine. But anyway, I'm literally like covered. This is actually quite satisfying seeing it all. I could probably do a craft fair as we are. I'm not going to, obviously, but I probably could. I'll be right back. Let me just... Okie dokie. So, I have 4 leggy froggies left, 4 turtles, 6 bees, and that's pretty much half and half. So half rainbow, half normal. Only 6 popping mushrooms left, and given that I sold 43 of those, I should definitely get on with some of those. 3 baby turtles, so definitely need to crack on with some of those. 4 triceratops, 4 cats. Thought I had more. I've made some since, that obviously I haven't finished because when do I ever finish anything? 2 long neck dinos, definitely need to make some more of those if I decide to continue going with that design. 4 chickens, not really bothered about the chickens, nobody wants them. Only 1 spider, definitely gonna be making some more of those. 1 bunny. I do want to carry on with that design. I just need to build up to it. I think I need to give myself a little bit longer and then just have a mass body part making day and then a mass sewing day. That seems to be what works for me. I can't do it all in the same day. I don't know why. I just can't. Eggs, yep, I need to make some more of those. I think, where did eggs come on my list? I sold 8 eggs, so yeah, I've only got 1 left. Whales, I've got 10. Gonna leave that for the minute. Ducks and hats, I've got 7. How many did I sell? I sold 13, so I will probably crack on with some more of those, because I only started selling, sorry, my nose is dripping again. I only started selling those in the last couple of months of doing the craft fairs, and I actually think that they'd be quite popular in the summer. So I will crack on with some of those. As I said in my previous video, I was thinking about doing some in fruit hats. No, changed my mind. I'm just going to do different coloured hats. So obviously we'll have the duck in the frog hat, and then I've got the one in the pink hat and the one in the blue hat, because Isabella thinks they look like a Mr. and Mrs. and I think that's really cute. And then I was going to do like purple, and then whatever other colours I've got floating about, basically. So yeah, do some different coloured hats on them, because they're just cute. So yeah, so I want to do some more of those. Pickles, I've only got 5. Definitely need to do some more of those, as they were my second top seller. 32 I sold. Otters, no, leave it as it is. See if I sell any. Cows, don't enjoy them. I hate saying it because they are really cute when they're done, but people don't know what they are necessarily unless you tell them. I think it's the nose. I think it looks like a really big mouth, and it just kind of throws some people. So I'm going to have a little look and see if I can find a quicker pattern that comes up about the same size, maybe using the Snug, or using Yummy, or Woolens, as I've got that now. Do I mean Woolens? Baby Bunny? I think that's what I mean. Whatever it is that I bought. Oh, goodness me. I can't remember what it is that I bought. I'm pretty sure it's Woolens. Sorry, one sec. I think I'm intolerant to filming. Every time I come on, I go all sniffy. But anyway, yeah, so want to try and look for a new cow pattern. I still don't know if it's Baby Bunny or not. I'm pretty sure it is. Whatever I bought when I went to the craft shop with Lainey. I've got 3 axolotls left. I've sold roughly 7, so I will try and do at least one more ready for market season. T-Rexes I have 7 left of. Again, I want to look for a new pattern that just works up a bit quicker. I do love these guys though. I do love the way that they look, and they always do get quite a lot of attention, but I think I want to up the price. This is the problem. I want to up the price on these. I want to up the price on a few things actually, but I want to up the price on these, and I want to up the price on these purely because of the amount of time that they take. And last year, not this year, we're in a new year. Last year was all about finding my feet and getting myself used to what I was doing. This year, I want to start actually getting paid for what I'm doing. I'm more than happy to continue charging small amounts for the really small things like the triceratops and the little baby turtles and the frogs and things like that, because they don't take much time, they don't take much material, and they are specifically designed to draw the younger crowd in. So especially like the pickles, for example, they're just designed for when I go to primary schools. That was always the idea behind them. I literally sat down one day and went, right, okay, I need small bits with small hands for small prices. So I'm happy with that. But my larger items that are more geared towards your older teenagers, your young adults, grandparents, parents, I want to start actually making a bit more money off of, as much as I hate saying that because I love doing what I do, but I need to get paid for my time. Anyway, rant over. Not even a rant, just public announcement. So yeah, so I want to start charging a little bit more for the T-Rexes. I'm going to sit down and give this guy a go again, and just see whether I have fallen out of love with it or not. or even if there's just a pattern where I can at least incorporate the arms, that would be like one less sewing bit. I'm sure there is one that does it as bubble stitches, so I'm going to have a look at that. I've got 4 penguins. I'm not going to worry about those until maybe the summer. Don't think I'm going to take them to my summer markets. I don't know. I sold a fair few. I think I sold 8. Looking. Penguin. I sold 9. How does that work? I've got 4 left. Anyway, yeah, and that was over just in December. So if I had them in November, I think they would have sold in November as well. Mermaids, definitely want to make more of those, as I've only got the 1 left, and I sold 6. Again, I think I've missed the sale there because I was making them like 2 at a time. So the fact that I've got 1 left and I've sold 6, I think I may have sold another one somewhere along the lines in my missed market sales. Octos, not bothering like we said. Chubby frogs, like I said, I'm going to give them new faces and give them butts and see if that makes any difference, but for the time being I'm not going to make any more. I'll test them at the first market and see if they're any more popular, because they don't take very long. Mingos, I'll take that one with me, and then that will be it. Sitting bees, same thing, I'll take it with me, and then that will be it for the little ones. Chicks, I want to make more. I've only got 1 left, so it'll be chicks and it will be mallards. I think I only took a couple of mallards with me. This is saying 2. I think it may have been more than that, but yeah, I will definitely stock up on my birds. So plain chicks, mallards, and then the ducks in the hats. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with what I've got to start this upcoming year with. It's more, like I said, it's definitely more than I thought. So there's that, which is nice. Just very concerned at how few of my bestsellers I have left, but then that's what I'd expect, as they were bestsellers. Excuse me, leggy froggies. Sorry, I'm just looking at the fact that I've only got 4 left and sold 13. Again, they were a late edition. That's what I really need to look at when I think about it, is the guys that were late additions to the year's inventory. So yeah, definitely need to stock up on pickles and the ducks and the hats, because they were late additions. So were the leggy froggy, so were the cats. Oh dear. Okay, I've got some work ahead of me, haven't I? But it's exciting. It is exciting. I am excited for this year. I had a chat with one of the organisers of one of the craft fairs, like the craft groups, I should say, that I do, and yeah, we had a really good chat, and I'm very. They've rebranded. I think I told you this before. I have since found out that 3 of the craft groups that I'm part of are rebranding. I thought it was only 2, but it's actually now 3. I think that's right. I'm sure that's right. What I'm saying is, I think it's right that I told you that it was 2, but it is 3. I may not. I don't know. Shut up, please. Stop rambling. We have rambled for 23 minutes at this point. But yeah, so 3 of them are rebranding, so it's going to be really interesting to see how things go forth. I obviously have my links now with 2 new primary schools. One of them has put me straight on the books, which is fantastic. The other one, the organizer is a member of one of the craft groups that I'm in already. So I will at some point reach out to her and just say, please, if you're doing any other fates or fairs, please consider me for them, because I had a great time. I need to message the Meavy Oak Summer Fair organisers and ask if I can excuse me, have a table at their event again in the summer, because that one was really good, that especially as it was my first one of the season, like after I'd got everything tested and certified, now that I've got even more things to go ahead with, it should be even better. But yeah, so I need to message them at some point. Not yet. I've got a couple of months before I need to think about that. But the girl that I spoke to said that they're going to start in March or April. I'm pretty sure she said March, so that's quite exciting. Yeah, and it's, you know, it's already January, and like I said, I know I've got a fair amount of stock left at the minute, and that I could go and I could do a craft fair as we are. I wouldn't feel prepared, basically. I'd want double the amount of cats, you know, at least 2 spiders. In fact, that might be something that I do today, because I'm trying to think of things to do once I finish my turtle. Yeah, and I'd want more eggs, and I'd want another mermaid. You know, I'd want double of a lot of the things that I'm looking at, which is why I'm hoping that some of my tests going forward will help. So that will be my next video, is showing you some of the other things that I have made. I think I did 3 test patterns yesterday. One of them I'm really unsure about, like really unsure about. I enjoyed making it because it was something new. I don't think it's going to be something that if I had to make it all the time I would enjoy. I also don't know if it's feasible. I might try making it again in a bigger yarn. I made it in Flutterby because I thought it was going to be bigger, and it's not. It's quite small. So yeah, so I might remake it. It took me quite a while. This is the thing. It took me quite a while, and that was I was concentrating because it was a YouTube tutorial, so I wasn't like distracted by anything else going on other than, you know, life. But I didn't have YouTube on or anything like that. I mean, I did, but you know what I mean. I didn't have background distractions like a film or anything like that. So I think it ended up taking me an hour, maybe even an hour and a half, by the time I'd faffed about with everything. But the other 2 test patterns I did took an hour or less. So yeah, we'll see. One of them you've actually seen before. It's a retest, really, because I need to test it in bigger yarn. So I tested it in Yummy and it passed. I've now made it in Snug, so that I have options. You'll know when you see it. But anyway, like I said, that will be my next video, and hopefully in the meantime, if I don't get on with making spiders, I am going to see if I can test another T-Rex pattern, like I said. If nothing comes of it, at least I've done something new. Quite enjoying having the freedom to do that at the minute, but I don't want to do what I did last year and go nuts. I've still got a bag of things that are ready to be tested that I haven't actually done, like a snail and an axolotl and something else. I might do the snail actually, because the snail is quite cute. The axolotl, no, I think I'm going to stick with the big one. I tested the little one that's like viral that everybody makes, the little lying down one with the frill down its back, and one of the frongs snapped off when I was testing it, and I'd lost so much patience at that point with testing, because I think it was number 7 on my testing line at the point, that I was just like, forget it, I don't care at this point. Easily fixable. Looking back at it, I could just double strand it with acrylic, but I think I was more annoyed that it was Snug and it had failed. I think that was the same day that the fish failed, and I couldn't understand that either, because Snug is really good. It's really like robust and thick, and it doesn't shed, so I couldn't understand why it snapped. But I don't know if, like I said, because I was so like, I'm over this, whether I just literally just yanked the bag up rather than like picking it up slowly, which you're supposed to do, because in theory you'd have a handy helper and they would add the weights to the bag slowly, which is obviously going to show somebody gradually applying any force to something, because you're not just going to go in theory. You know, it's the idea is that it's the toy is stuck on something or two kids are pulling at it. You know, that's the idea of the tension test, is to represent that. But yeah, I think I just went with the bag with like 9 kilos in it, and poor little toys didn't stand a chance. It's just like, I'm done, no. So yeah, I might get around to it, but I don't enjoy making them. I don't know whether, having had 6 months break, I might enjoy making them now. I don't know, but I've always thought that for the time they take, it's not really worth it, when I could make something like a popping mushroom instead, which I did get down to, I can't remember, but I got it down to a reasonable time in my eyes, enough for me to warrant charging £5 for them. I think I got it to like 24 minutes or something like that, 24 minutes, something around that, you know, when I'm really concentrating and in the zone, because I will batch make, so I'll do all the tops, and then I'll go back and I'll do all the bottoms, and then I'll go back and do all the faces, usually on a completely different day, because it's me. But in fact, I think I've still got some tops ready to go. I've got half made bits and pieces everywhere. But yeah, I might go through that bag of things that I wanted to test and never actually got around to doing. I think part of it was a lot of the things I was disappointed at the size that they came out at, because when I first started testing, was only using Flutterby and Yummy, and obviously Flutterby, as I've said many times, as much as I love the stitches, because look how blinkingly, fluff, how neat those stitches are. I can't get it, where is it? There. They're just so tight. It's really thin. Like, it is really thin, and I'm convinced that they've changed it and it's thinner than it used to be. Like, it is super duper thin. In fact, is that a newer one? I think it might be. So things do come out small, and now I've got woolens, but it sheds so badly. Does anybody else find that? I know that they say you should tie a knot in the end of it, but you can't sew with a knot in the end of it. It doesn't work. You can't pull the knot through the stitches. So then you have to find a matching acrylic, which means that you have to have the certificates for that, and it's another cost, because you're only using such a small amount for that colour, that it doesn't really seem worth it. It's stress. I mean, obviously, you know, with like the reindeer, I had to buy in grey acrylic for that. White acrylic I always tend to have on hand, you know, because back in the day that I only used acrylic, so I've always got white and black floating about, and I did only ever used to buy Stylecraft, so that's fine, so it's all got the certificate. Although having said that, I have bought new since, just when I started again, because I just wanted to make sure that everything had the right certifications and everything. Sorry, I dozed off for a second then. So yeah, so it seems really counterproductive to use a yarn that's so fluff, like so sheddy, that you then have to buy all the matching acrylic yarn, because acrylic yarn isn't cheap now. It used to be, it's not anymore. So yeah, I think one of my, I think one of my kids is coming through, but she's going to the kitchen filming. She's staring at me like, what are you doing? Why are you talking to yourself? Away. And now the smaller one is staring at me too, and he can't come in because he's in his dressing gown. I'm filming, buddy. Just give me a minute. Go, let's stop.
Are you still filming?
Yes.
Whoopsie daisy.
That's fine. Yeah, sorry, they're just like, we've got glass in our door and they're like holding up, can we have this? It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's still Christmas holidays, have what you like. Eat all the crap, please. Get it out of my house. They're both like this big, they can get away with it. I cannot. I just look at cake and put on like £5. Anyway, where was I going? Yeah, it's a lot of money to add into what you're already doing on top of everything else. So I will try the I may be completely and utterly dissing a wool brand and it's not even the one I've got. I'm pretty sure it's Woodlands, but yeah, I may try it again. But I know when I was making the cat, I had so many issues when I was trying to sew on the tail with it shedding. I got really, really irritated. It's fine. I ended up managing to do it, but it's just frustrating when that's the only part that needs sewing on. So I am definitely going forwards going to stick to Snug for cats. I will test the one that I've done anyway, because at least then I can test the eyes and see how they do in the woolens going forward, and then if I decide to make anything else out of it in the future, because the colour, there's so many more colours of that brand than there are of Yummy. So, you know, if I have to use it for some things, I will. In fact, I might do a B and test a B, because it would be really nice for that stripe to actually be orange rather than yellow, and then it would, or even to add in an orange stripe, because I could take, actually I wouldn't even need to, adding 2 extra stripes isn't gonna, 2 extra rows even isn't gonna affect it too badly. So I could take 1 stripe off of the face and then just add an extra row. I have asked about that before and I was told it was fine to do, without having to retest, I mean, although I'd have to test it anyway because I'd be using a different type of yarn. But I might do that because, like I said, it's the same thickness as Yummy, and there's just so many more colours. Although nobody's ever said anything about this little guy, so maybe I won't do that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go because I've literally been blabbering for 40 minutes and I actually at this point can't remember what I started the video by doing. So I hope you all had a lovely Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, or a happy Hanukkah, or a happy Kwanzaa, or just a nice break and a couple of days off of work and time with your family, if that's what you chose to do. If not, then I hope you had a lovely time on your own and had some R&R. And I will catch you guys soon with the things that I have been making in preparation to test. I haven't tested anything yet. Anyway, take care. Bye.